everybody? Happy freaking Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? I always have to double check these days because the days are just long and run on days, so I can't even really decipher whether it's Monday, Tuesday. Like, I know the days based on looking on my calendar in the morning. Aside from that, I have no idea what day it is. Time just goes. Time just goes and it goes and it goes and it goes and it goes. So, anyways, I jumped on here earlier because I was gonna talk about Chelsie. I did talk about Chelsie, but it was just a quick video that I did because I had things that were just unexpectedly thrown on my work schedule, and therefore I was not able to really fully get into the topic. But things have happened since that time, which kind of changed the direction of the topic a little bit. I'm not going to say that I'm never going to talk about this again, but I am going to say I'm over it as of now. And this is honestly the biggest topic in the house, which is, I don't know if that's interesting or sad or both. I guess the biggest thing that we really should be talking about is who's going to go home out of the three block candidates. But Joseph, Joseph, Rubina, or Chemo. But the thing is, at this moment, Chelsie is kind of the thing that's going on in the house. Hi, Marshall. So, what has happened since the last time that I made my live, which was about, 4 to 5 hours ago at this point? There was a lot of talks now. Now, Chelsie has opened up with some more of the house guests. Namely, it seems like at that time she had spoken to T-Core, but I think that now she's also spoken to Rubina and spoken to Chemo. I think that she referenced speaking a little bit to Leah. I don't think she has spoken to MJ. I mean, she has spoken to MJ, but not in a really forward and candid way, like what you're doing bothers me type of thing, because I think that she places more of the blame for that on Cam than she does on MJ, and I think rightfully so. I mean, I'm not saying that she doesn't have any fault in that. I'm just saying that the person that you've spoken to, the person that you've confided to and possibly come to some kind of agreement and conclusion with, you decide something behind the scenes and then in public something different is done. I get why you would want to confront the person that you're connected to rather than the other person. And then especially, people have alluded to, especially in a game setting, like imagine confronting MJ in a game. And when I say in a game, I'm not like most people that are like, oh, good game move. Yeah, do it for the game. I'm somebody who acknowledges that you can have actual real emotions in a game. But if when you start spilling oil, when you start to feel emotional about something and then you start involving multiple other house guests, then it could be bad for your game. So I don't think that it was the wrong move for her not to say anything specifically about her feelings to MJ, although it is a house where you've told at least 3 people, so gossip is always a possibility. But still, even still, it was not done in a confrontational way or where she was really talking down on MJ or Leah or anyone else. It was just really directed to specifically how she feels about her guy Cam. Now, I've heard, and I guess I've seen, that Chelsie has said to people that her and Cam have now made an agreement to be friends. I know how this works, okay? I can't say this with 1,000% certainty because I haven't seen it specifically, because they have been blocking us out of those conversations. But just from history, common knowledge, my own background. I've been in these positions and I've experienced these things and I've seen these things. And just based on how much we've heard of Chelsie, because that's all we're really hearing, even though you could say it's a little unfair that we're not hearing Cam's perspective too much, but at least from what I hear of Chelsie, from what I've seen of Chelsie before Big Brother, and I mean, not what I saw of her before she was on, but you know what I'm trying to say. I saw Chelsie. I've seen Chelsea's materials now from different platforms before she was on Big Brother, and then I've listened to what she said on Big Brother. I've listened very keenly to what she has said, and she's looking for something that is long term. She's looking for something that is serious, and she's looking for something exclusive. I don't know what Cam is looking for. I can't tell. I mean, but just based on how it looks, the fact that he's willing to let this ride, let this go, basically, I consider it kind of letting it go. Like an agreement to say, we're not going to do anything. Not that we're not going to do anything, but we're going to act like friends. How about that? I was trying to figure out a way to say that. We're going to act like friends for the remainder of the show and see what happens after the show. When you experience something that is special, and when you experience something that is real, and when you experience something that is like once in a lifetime, I feel like saying we can deal with this later is like, it could happen or it could not happen, and I'm good with either result. That's kind of the way that I take that, especially as a man. Like, if there was somebody that I was somewhat interested in, but I was like, we could be together, we could not be together, it doesn't really matter. Like, it matters to an extent, but it doesn't matter enough for me to block out a couple of other people, or in this case, maybe specifically one other person who I'm not even really interested in. Then it kind of shows a ho-hum level of interest. So clearly in this case, I see the interest level as very one-sided. I think that he does care about her as a person, but here's the thing. Any man in a relationship, okay, let's not even call it a relationship. Let's just say a person that you are pursuing, a woman that you are pursuing a relationship with, right? And she's like, you know what? You can do whatever you want. You know, like we can revisit this later when you're ready to deal with this. You know what that, I mean, unless you just don't understand women at all, you know what that means. Do whatever you want is not really do whatever you want. Do whatever you want is, I am going to be watching what you're doing under this microscope. I'm going to be going through everything you do and say from now on with a fine-tooth comb. And now you are taking that test. You're taking that invisible test to see whether I deem you worthy to revisit this with or not. So let's say he's like, okay, cool. We've made an agreement to be friends. It's not going to be like well, we've made this agreement so I can, like, Mackenzie can stroke my hair every night. I can lay in her lap. She can lay in my lap, and we can just do whatever until we get out of the house. And then once we're out, you and I can just start up with whatever. No, she's going to take all those things into account. And then even if you started something after that, right? Let's just say you actually did decide after you get out of the house, let's start something. You're starting on a foundation where she's going to remind you of all that stuff. Please. You forgot the K. But but Ed has been clamoring for this Kamensky thing from the beginning. He really has. And at first, I was kind of with you, Ed. But then after I've, recent things that I've seen, I was like, nah, I'm not on this Kamensky thing anymore. I'm on Kamsey all day. But now I'm kind of off. I'm off of that. Oh, what do we got here? Ooh, thank you. Old Navy for the win. I got a bunch of Old Navy shirts. Like, not like at this point, at least for my summer wear, for my summer work wear, 90% of it is Old Navy. I think this one was like $3, as a matter of fact. I got a whole set of these. I got a white one. I got a green and white, green with white stripes. I got like a whole bunch of Old Navy. And then when I wear them, people are like, "Where'd you get that?" I'm like, "Old Navy." I should start lying. What is Modcast? Modcast is the competitive channel that comes on when mine comes on. MRT for life. Got an orange pantsuit from Old Navy. Yeah, Old Navy got the deals. I actually wore an Old Navy shirt that I bought for $5 to the last Big Brother premiere party, and all the cast was like, "Oh snap, that's nice. Where'd you get that?" I was like, Old Navy, good Old Navy. Old Navy is where I've been buying my work clothes for the past 6 years. Somebody recommended it to me one day, and I'm like, Old Navy. I only went to Old Navy for workout clothes for a while because I like their workout clothes. But then somebody was like, "Oh no, they've upgraded their like formal and semi-formal wear." So I was like, okay. So they have great button-ups and tank tops and pants. I've worn them to company Christmas parties. Like, let's see. Girl, not the shade. Hi, Marshall. Hey, look here. It's the Modcast lady. She is. The Modcast lady comes on here and says, "Leave this channel and join my Modcast." Old Navy, and they give you Old Navy cash after buying. I never seem to use that Old Navy cash, and I always get it. Actually, Old Navy cash is a scam. Like, the points that you get for having an Old Navy credit card does more from you than the super cash. Like, Kohl's cash is an actual thing. Kohl's cash gives you real discounts and money and stuff, but super cash, when you actually factor in how much money you have to spend to use the super cash, it's like you get a bigger discount from whatever current sale they have going on. Like, they will say everything on the store is 40% off, or these certain items are 40% off, and then you factor in, like, you have to spend $80 to use $25 of super cash, and then when you put in the final price, you're like, wait a minute, the super cash actually did not benefit me from the dollars and cents standpoint. Yeah, Kohl's cash is better. I like Kohl's cash. Kohl's cash gives you better discounts. Even though Kohl's clothes overall are like more expensive, I find Kohl's clothes to be more expensive than Old Navy clothes generally. But that's because they have more brands. Old Navy is just Old Navy. Other brands have Kohl's has everything, Nike. And then they have these, what's it called? I can't think of the name. They have these special rules. There's a name for it, but I couldn't think of anything aside from saying special rules. Oh, they have these terms and conditions where they're like, this doesn't apply to Nike, Under Armour. This doesn't apply to whatever, like popular brands. It doesn't apply to those. It just applies to cheaper brands. I'm a small channel. What are you talking about? My channel is not big. There is 2 cities away from you. What are you talking about? Kohl's? Kohl's. We have, I think we have like one Kohl's in my area. One Kohl's that is like 30 minutes away from me, so I don't go that much. The Old Navy. So the Old Navy by me is only 5 to 8 minutes away, depending on traffic. But the Old Navy that is actually a good Old Navy that has a good selection is about 30 minutes away. I don't know how we always get on this. Kohl's is 2 cities from me. I got to go check them out. I mean, I wouldn't be going any kind of out of my way for Kohl's, to be honest with you, but Kohl's is one place that I actually, when I shop there and then I come back, they're like, oh, you have $10 in Kohl's cash. Do you want to use it? I'm hearing Rubina's going home. People have said that if Rubina sits on the block next to, who was it? If Rubina and Chemo sit on the block next to each other, then Rubina's going home. And I didn't think that Rubina going home was a possibility, to be honest with you, at first. I was like, Rubina's good for everybody's game. Rubina's the least threatening person on the block. So why would they not get rid of one of the guys? And then the girls outnumber the guys, and there's more women in the votes because there's gonna be, well, yeah, the women outnumber the men in the house, and they're gonna outnumber the votes. So I don't know. I find that a little bit strange, but that is what I've heard. We have a shopping center 15 minutes from me that has Kohl's, and yeah, the shopping center that I'm thinking of, not the shopping center, but the Old Navy that I actually like shopping next to is right next to a Kohl's. They have a Old Navy, a Kohl's, they have a Nike outlet, they have a Banana Republic, which is an affiliate of Kohl's, but it's not the same as Kohl's. What else? I think that's the main things that they have over there. It's not really, the one I'm thinking of is not really a mall. It's like a strip mall. I thought Rubina might be the safest, but Chelsie was talking about the potential of taking her out if she's next to Chemo. Do you think that Rubina's gonna stay if Chemo ends up being the one next to her? Like if Joseph wins AI Arena, do you think that they would keep Rubina? That's just my question to y'all. I predict Joseph winning AI. My phone always rings when I get on here, of course. But not answering it because I'm gonna answer it later. What time is it, by the way? It is 6:12. All right. I predict Joseph wins AI. Well, that's what I'm asking. If he won AI, what happens? Chemo? It's either Joseph or Chemo. I think so, and I wouldn't be upset. I think he served his purpose as much as he can. I hate how close these bikes. These bikes that deliver the delivery bikes, they get so close to your cars here. Oh, now this is not charging. That's not good. You know what? You know why it wasn't charging? Because it was never plugged in. Good one, Mark. I was thinking that this thing was charging this whole time. Where are we at? Hi, Cass, and hi, Lisa. 14 viewers. Make sure to hit the like button. If you're in here, please make sure to hit the like button. Can I actually see? Oh, yeah, I can actually see that. I see 14 viewers and I see 5 likes. I see 6 likes now. Thank you for whoever gave me that extra like. But I need to see 8 more likes. Okay, now we at 9. The math is getting closer to mathing. But 5 of y'all, there are 5 traitors amongst us who do not want to see me win. Okay, there's 4 now. 10 likes. I need 4 more likes. If you're watching, hi D. I'm late because I was mesmerized by Leah. Was she crying? What was she apologizing for exactly? Oh, we got 12 likes. Thank you. Thank you, Colleen. I'm late. My fault. I was distracted. What was she apologizing for, Lisa, out of curiosity? She was apologizing. She's trying to work the game. That's all. I don't think anything. I haven't been shopping in a long time. No, I did not go shopping. This is one of my shirts that I bought. When did I buy this? I bought this in like May. I bought like 5 why can't I think of the name? 5 polo shirts for $25 at Old Navy, and I got a discount, so I think I paid like $18 for 5 shirts, and people always like them when I wear them to work. Oh, you're dressed up nicely. I'm like, it's just a $5 or less actually Old Navy shirt. Old Navy consistently gets the job done for me. Why is the heat on? It's not even cold. I hit like when I came in. Thanks, Marshall. I didn't even read that the word apologizing was spelled wrong. Probably because I'm just used to consistently spelling words wrong. I don't understand how the like would like, because now it shows 11 likes and it was just showing 12 2 minutes ago. I mean, it is showing 11 people and 11 likes, but it's like, don't the likes stay? If people are to leave, don't the likes stay up there? I don't understand. Great deal. I only get deals. I remember I went into this Burlington coal factory one day, and it was new. Like, they had just built it up. It was brand new. So then I asked the guy, where's the clearance section? And he's gonna tell me, haha, clearance section. He's like, this store is brand new. Why would you think there's a clearance section? I'm like, oh, I'm never coming back in here again. He laughed. Don't laugh at me when I ask you where the clearance section is. I will never go back to your store again. I will never in life go back to your store. Cause that's always how I've lived. I buy clearance shoes. Matter of fact, I need to get a new pair of sneakers badly. I'm going to get a new pair of sneakers this week or within the next 2 weeks at the maximum, because I've started running again, and my running shoes, I use the hell out of my shoes, out of my exercise shoes. So I'm definitely one of those people that just has to replace them every 4 to 6 months. Not because I want to. I would love to keep one pair of shoes for like a year, but I wear my shoes out. I take them on races. I do fitness competitions with those shoes. I run. I run through the mountains, I like gym activities, everything with these shoes. They get worn out quick. I like buying shoes though. It's just that I'm not rich, so I might see if Walmart has any specials. Walmart or Target. Walmart would have the cheaper ones, but Target would have the ones that are more comfortable and long lasting on my feet. All of Quinn's HOHs are bad. He just doesn't know how to manage his own power. No one man should have all that power. Apologizing in quotes. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. I don't find any of her apologies to be authentic. No, I did not hiccup. Ed, I completely forgot he's HOH. I know, right? Leah's the HOH, really. I love my shoes. Too funny. Because I look back and thought to myself, she didn't misspell it. I don't understand. I missed that one. It's funny, I guess y'all are over Chelsie too, because we didn't even really talk about Chelsie. Anyways, y'all, I think I am gonna hop off here, but I will be back. I shall return. Thank you for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Talk to y'all later. Thank y'all.